Students, in this video we will try to learn how to design and implement parallel adders and parallel subtractors using an IC 7483. So we normally use 7483, which is an adder IC, to realize both adders and subtractors. We have learned full subtractors, full adders and half subtractors and half adders in our previous video, where we have learned using basic gates, NAND gates and NOR gates. Here in this video we learn parallel adders and parallel subtractors using an IC 7483. So parallel adders and parallel subtractors are normally a 4-bit addition or 4-bit subtraction. So let us learn parallel adders first and then we'll go to parallel subtractors. Okay, so for this parallel adders, let me write the block diagram first and then we'll go on realizing using 7483. So let us think we have 4 blocks here, where each block will have 2 inputs whereas 1 output. Okay. Now these inputs are, I can say A0, B0, A1, B1, A2, B2 and A3, B3. So let me say this is S0, S1, S2, S3. So this is nothing but 2-bit addition block. So when I add 2 different bits, I will get one output is sum, the other output what I get here is the carry. So this is carry C0, this is carry C1 and this is carry C2, whereas the carry comes out here is C4. We will have a carry bit for this also, where every the adders here which are used here will have a carry in and carry out terminals also. Therefore I'll say C. Now let me see what is full adder and half adder here in these blocks, which are full adder and which are half adders, which makes together to work a parallel adders. Okay, as I said you, the parallel adders are of addition of 4 bits. So let me write that. So think, for example, I have 4 ones and another 4 ones, for example. Okay, another 4 ones. Now in this first bit addition 1 and 1, we don't have any carry which comes out here, right? We don't have any carry when we add first 2 bits. Therefore when I add this 1 plus 1, I'll get 0 and this will generate a carry 1. It means that the first addition is always addition of only 2 bits without carry. Therefore that will behave as an half adder. Okay, where HA is half adder and FA is full adder. Now due to addition of these 2 bits, we got a carry here. Now what happens? You are adding 3 different bits here. See, carry is 1 bit, the other 2 bits are the inputs. Therefore this would be seen for this, whereas this 2 bit would be the inputs of that particular adder. So after adding 3 bits, so therefore the next block what you see will behave as a full adder. Anyway, for this half adder, Cin will normally be 0. Now this full adder will do what? It will take B1 and A1 and with that it will add also C0 coming out of this half adder. Okay, C0 which is coming out of this half adder, that will behave as a Cin for this full adder. Now adding these 3 bits will generate again sum, which is 1 plus 1 plus 1. In the full adder table if you see, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is sum is 1, carry is also 1. So now it will also generate a sum S1 and a carry bit C1. Now this is C1. This is C1. This was C0. Now again 3-bit addition. Therefore this will behave as full adder. So again 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 and carry. Now again the last one is also 3-bit addition because of the carry. Therefore this will also behave as a full adder. Now this 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 1 and you get a carry outside this, and this is nothing but my this is C3 because C2 after C2 it is C3. So this will be the carry which we get C3, which is coming out of the last full adder. Now this overall what you see the block diagram is nothing but a parallel adder. Okay, this is the block. What you can see, addition of 4 bits which will now behave as a parallel adder. Now let us see how to design the same parallel adder using 7483. How to design parallel adder using 7483. (7483) is an adder IC. 7483 is an adder IC which adds 4 bits. Okay. So therefore I'll just write the structure of 7483. What would be the inputs and how will be the output. So this is the IC where I will have 4 inputs here, the other 4 inputs here, and I will have 4 outputs. Along with this I will have another output and I will have another input here. So what is this is? This is A0, A1, A2, A3, B0, B1, B2, B3. So this is 7483. Now this is C in, where this is C out. The above diagram which I have written here, C in whatever I have written is this. C out is nothing but the C3 which comes out at the end. Therefore C in would be equal to 0 for parallel adder, where C out is the last carry which comes out of after addition. So when I add 1 1 1 1 with 1 1 1 1, you will get 0 1 1 1 along with that last bit which is carry. So therefore I'll have 4 outputs for representing this 4 bits, output 4 bits, S0, S1, S2, S2. So this is the parallel adder circuit. So while giving the input, what we do, we give 1 1 1 1 and we also give 1 1 1 for this, and it adds this 2 and it gives the output S3, S2, S1, S0. So this is the inputs which is A3, A2, A1, A0, and this is the inputs B3, B2, B1, B0. So you can change these inputs however you want. Like if you want to add 1 0 0 1 with 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 for example, I'll get 1, I'll get 1 0 1 plus 1 0 and last carry what I'll get is 1. So what I'll do, I'll change according to these inputs here. So it is 1 0 0 1 is A3, A2, A1, A0, and B3, B2, B1, B0 is 1 0 1 0. Now the add output what we get is 0 0 1 1 and C out will be 1. So this is the parallel adder circuits. Okay, so parallel adder, I hope you have understood. So if you write the block diagram of parallel adder is this, where one is the half adder and other 3 are full adder, where if you write using 7483, this would be the IC diagram or the adder for parallel adder diagram using 7483. Now if I design the same using 7483, let me design a parallel subtractor. Let me design a parallel subtractor. Okay, let me tell you 7483 is not a subtractor IC. 7483 is always an adder IC. So this we need to keep in mind. 7483 is a adder IC. It is not a subtractor IC. Now we are designing a subtractor using an adder IC. That is what we are doing here. So we need to know how to create a subtractor using an adder IC. So for that, let us take one of the example here, two different numbers. Now for example, I am subtracting 7 with 4. So in decimal, 7 minus 4 is 3. So in binary, if we subtract, what we do is, we take 7 in binary 0 1 1 and we take 4 in binary 0 1 0 0. Now we need to subtract these two values. Now direct subtraction would be a difficult task here. Okay, direct subtraction would be a difficult task in binary. So what we do is, we will try to take, as 7483 is used as a binary adder IC, therefore I will try to see that this will be added in this way. See, 7 is added with minus 4. That is how 7483 will see the number 7 minus 4 as. Now my job is, if I need to add 7 with minus 4, I don't need just 4, I need now minus 4. So how to get minus 4 in any binary representation? How to get a negative number in a binary representation? So we get negative of 4. We get negative of 4 by taking 2's complement of 4. So in general, if you say negative of a binary number, is equal to 2's complement of that binary number, is equal to 2's complement of the same binary number. 2's complement of the same binary number. So therefore, what we do is, we'll take the 2's complement of 4, which gives me minus 4, and then we'll add the 2's complement number with 7. That is what we are doing here. Now what is 2's complement of any number? 2's complement of any number, of a binary number, will be equal to 1's complement of that number, 1's complement of that binary number, of the same binary number, added with 1. So you take the 1's complement of the binary number and add it with 1, will give you 2's complement of the binary number. So now let me take the binary number of 4. Binary equivalent of 4 is what? 0 1 0 0. Now let me take the 2's complement of this is what? 1's complement plus 1. Therefore 1's complement is nothing but the complement of this binary number, which is 1 0 1 1. So the complement of the mentioned binary number will be 1's complement. Now I will add 1 with this, which gives me 2's complement. So 1 plus 1 is 0, 1 plus 1 is 0, 1 and 1. So this would be 2's complement. And this is the 2's complement of 4. Therefore I can say this value, whatever I have got, is minus 4. Okay. So that is the value which we have got is minus 4. Now I'll add 7 with minus 4. It means that take 7 and add that is minus 4 1 1 0 0, which will give me 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 0 and carry 1, 1 plus 1 is 0 and carry is 1. Therefore you see this 0 0 1 1 is nothing but 3, whereas this one will be shown in Cout. So we know decimal 7 minus 4 is what? 3. So we got 3 at the end. So this is how we perform the parallel subtraction when we have 4-bit binary number. Okay. Now think the second example. I'll have 4 minus 7, for example. 4 minus 7. See, 4 minus 7 is the subtraction which we do. It means I am trying to subtract a smaller number with a greater number. So we know 4 minus 7 is what? Minus 3 we need to get. Okay, now how to do this? Again 4 minus 7 will be considered as 4 plus of minus 7. So as we all know that we need to take the 2's complement of 7 here. So 2's complement of 7. So let me take 7 in binary is 0 1 1. So 2's complement of this 7 is One's complement of this is 1 0 0 0 added with 1 will give me 1 0 0 1. This is the 2's complement of 7, which is 1's complement plus 1 plus 1. So I'll get 2's complement of 7 is 1 0 0 0 1. This is nothing but minus 7. I'll add this minus 7 with binary value of 4. What will I get? 0 1 0 0 plus 1 0 0 1. So finally I'll get 1 0 1 1. See, I got, this is the result what I get. This is the result S0, S1, S2, S3 that I get in 7483 IC. But minus 3 is the solution. How to confirm whether this 1101 is minus 3? So to confirm whether that 1101 is minus 3, we take 2's complement of this 1101. We take 2's complement of this 1101. So what do we get 2's complement of 1101 is? So we know the 1's complement of 1101 is 0 0 1 0, and then I'll add that with 1. So I'll get 0 0 1 1. Is it not 3 here? 0 0 1 1 is 3. Can I say now 1101 is minus 3? Because 2's complement of 0 0 1 1, which is 3, will give you 1101. Therefore, we say that 1101, whatever I got the result is correct, because when I do manual calculation by converting this 1101 to its 2's complement, I will get 0011. So this is how the subtraction in the parallel subtractor, the process of subtraction is being done. Now, how to do this using 7483 IC? Okay, I have a 7483 IC where I will have inputs. So this is C in, C out, and this is sum out. So I'll have A0, A1, A2, A3, and then this is C in, and then this is C out, and then this is S0, S1, S2, S3, and this is 7483. Now 7483 IC will do what? It will add this 4 bits with this 4 bits. Now adding 7 plus, for example, minus 4. Now I need to know how to get the 2's complement of 4, because your 7483 will not do 2's complement. So somehow I need a block which should be connected here, which gives the 2's complement of the next number, so that that 2's complement is added with this value. I hope you are realizing what I am saying. I need a 2's complement circuit here, so that will give the 2's complement value to these 4 inputs, and that 2's complement value is added with this value will give you the subtraction result. So therefore, to get 2's complement here, what we do is we connect an XOR gate. Let me tell you why XOR gate is used. Now for example, 4 is 0 1 0 0 is 4. XOR gate will give 1's complement of any number, 1's complement of a binary number. So how is that? If I have 0 1 0 0, if I have 0 1 0 0, so XOR gate will give 1's complement of a binary number if the number, I'll first write the statement completely. If the number is XORed with all ones, it means that if I take 0 1 0 0 and if I XOR it with all ones, I will get 1 XOR 0 is 1, 1 XOR 0 is 1, 1 XOR 1 is 0, 1 XOR 1 is 1. So if you see this value, whatever I got is nothing but a complement of 0 1 0 0. So therefore XOR will always give the 1's complement of a given number. So therefore I will connect an XOR gate for these particular inputs. Each input will be connected with an XOR gate. Because every input you are XORing, 0 XOR 1, 0 XOR 1, 1 XOR 1, 0 XOR 1. So therefore each input should be connected to an XOR gate. Okay, now the next thing is I will be giving, so this is 0 1 0 0 is nothing but B0, B1, B2, B3 because it's a second number. Therefore, I'll have input B0, input B1, input B2 and input B3. So this should be XORed with all ones. Therefore, I will connect C into the second inputs of all the XOR IC. So the second input of all the XOR IC is this. I will connect this to C1 and now Cin I'll make it as 1. So now Cin equals 1. Therefore, each second inputs are 1. So second inputs are all 1. And that will be XORed with what you give the data for B1, B0, B1, B2, B3 to give a 1's complement. So this will give 1's complement. Now how to get 2's complement? I got 1's complement, but I need to have 2's complement to be added with A0, A1, A2, A3 to get the subtraction result. So for that, what your 7483 will do is, it will again take this 1's complement and it will add with Cin again. So it takes 1's complement is 1011 for 4. It will again take Cin value to add with that result, and finally it gives you the 2's complement of 4, which is minus 4, and that will be added with 7 when it is being given to A3, A2, A1, A0. Okay, so 2's complement is added, is done by adding the 1's complement coming out of the XOR gate with the value of Cin, and that gives the 2's complement of B3, B2, B1, B0, and then that 2's complement result is been added with the contents of A3, A2, A1, A0. So once you do that, you get the result here. So 7 minus 4, you get the result here, and then see out whatever you get. So 7 minus 4 is adding this minus 4 with 7, what we will get? 0, 0, 1. So final C out equals 1. Therefore, what you get here is, you get this as 0, 0, 1, 1 and this C out as 1. So 0, 0, 1, 1 is, sorry. So you get 0, 0, 1, 1 and this C out as 1. So I hope this is what the parallel subtractor is. This is what the parallel subtractor using 7483. Now if I make this, so same circuit I can also make it to work as a parallel adder. So how is that? If I make this Cin to be equal to 0, for example, if I make this Cin equals 0. So when I make Cin equals 0, what happens here is, your data B3, B2, B1, B1, B0 will be XORed with 0. So if I give 0, 1, 0, 0 is the 4th, and if I XOR this with all zeros, I will get the same data out of this particular XOR gate. I will get the same 0, 1, 0, 0. Now that 0, 1, 0, 0 will again be added with Cin equals 0. I will again get 0, 1, 0, 0. Then this 0, 1, 0, 0 will be added with 7. So therefore, for a parallel adder, when I make Cin equals 0, even though the XOR gate is connected, but the output of the XOR gate will give the same data what I have given for B3, B2, B1, B0. So therefore, even though the presence of XOR gate, but it still gives the same number that will come out of the XOR gate, and that same number can be added with the A3, A2, A1, A0. So therefore, when Cin equals 0, the same circuit, whatever I have written for parallel subtractor, can also be used as parallel adder. So therefore, you realize if you are designing using PSpice or any other tool, what you do is you construct this circuit only and you keep on exchanging either Cin equals 1 for subtractor or 0 for adder. So I'll just write it properly. So here Cin equals adder bar subtractor. The bar says value 0, without bar says the value 1. So when Cin equals 0, it means it is adder. When Cin equals 1, it means it is a subtractor. With this discussion, I hope you all students are cleared with parallel adder. and parallel subtractors design using an IC 7483. Thank you.